The tragic disappearance of Maddie exposes unsettling truths in community and system failures. The person that should have been held accountable was her mother, Jen Soto. Jen did not protect her daughter. Instead, she handed her to the predator, STEPHAN'S.
The very first introduction of you to the world, and your daughter's missing. You don't even know that she's not alive anymore, and this is what you get.
But she actually went missing early that morning, around between 8:45 and 9 o'clock in the morning. She went missing.
Is that true? What do you think?
We had dropped her off close to the school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way. Sorry.
The many faces of Jen Soto. There's face number 3 or 4 already, right? And yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But from day one, if you're going to go on the news pleading for your daughter to come home, first you want to say her name. And second, you don't want to lie about the timeline, right? Redondo Beach says, I hate the phrase went missing. I worked in the news for 20 years. I had a news director that said, if we could find where we're missing, if we could just find we're missing, we could find a lot of people. Okay, I get what you're saying. Duper's delight. Yeah, we're not going to analyze this video. I'm just playing a little bit of it so that you can see why people and why we were like, what is wrong with this bish? Nothing. Imagine me. Not funny. Can you cut that? Hey, news, cut that out. I didn't just smile.
We dropped her off at school, close to school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way.
Come on, spit it out, lady.
I'm not sure
what are you
what I'm allowed to share.
You share whatever you feel comfortable.
What am I allowed to share? How many times have you heard, what am I allowed to share when someone's being investigated? She wasn't even being investigated yet. She talked to the police about her daughter missing. That could be anybody, right? Alyssa Petrov went missing, and then she went missing again because she ran away. So you tell me, all right? Get it all out, guys.
Sharing. I know you had conversations with detectives. Not sure what that conversation is, but whichever you feel comfortable sharing, that we'll put the awareness out.
Come on, Aaron.
Yeah, she was walking by the church, by the middle school.
Oh yeah, is that right?
Saw her hang out in the parking lot for a little bit and then get up and leave. They didn't see a vehicle or anything else.
But you know who does say that? People that are involved in their children missing. Now, we don't know for sure that Chris and Katie Proudfoot had anything to do with it, but did they also say, I don't know what I can share? Did Daniel Martell also say, I don't know what I can share? Jack and Lily case? Did we also just see Jaden Spicer now being found not alive and his mom sharing a statement by writing it on a piece of paper? Why?
Saw her walk away around 9 a.m.
They saw her walk away.
But she never made it.
San Diego. What?
What has the school said?
What?
Have you given in contact with the school?
Yes. That they're doing everything they can. They've given me all their resources. The principals called me. They've looked at their cameras.
Really though? Sure.
I don't think they've caught anything on the cameras is too far away from the site.
All right, guys, now speak up or forever hold your peace. Who all thinks that? And you still think that. You can still think that. Who thinks that Jen Soto was in the car that day with Stephan and went and walked out by the church and made it look like it was Maddie out there? All right, just let me know. I don't think so. And I'm not sure about, I know Jen is not in San Diego. I don't know what you mean by that. We're talking about, she's in Florida somewhere. But yeah, you guys tell me if you guys think that, or was she just trying to point the police away from her and Stephan Stearns? I know Sin thinks that. I think Deb has said that before. I don't want to take words out of your mouth, anybody, but a lot of people think that she might have been there at that time. I think that she used that I think the police talked about it, maybe showed her some grainy footage, and she used that for the news to point away from her and Stephan. All right.
Everything is too grainy, so they can't see specific faces.
Yeah,
but
I
they
do.
Looked. I'm just waiting to hear anything else from them.
I don't think so
Is
either.
this normal behavior?
Hey, Redondo
all.
Beach. Not at
Show
all.
up or call or text or anything?
Not at all, no. She, from time to time, she will leave her cell phone at home accidentally, and that's actually what happened yesterday. She left her phone at home.
Is it?
She went to school.
And again, remember, we go back on all this later on, and she's just lying right out of the gate. All right. How does she know she left her phone accidentally? Was it because she took Stephan's word, or because they went and deleted stuff while deleting their stuff? All right. And welcome, Crandy, 75, member for 4 months. She needs to be charged. And I did want to shout you out, Redondo Beach, for becoming a member. And yes, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Is that what you're talking about? All right.
But that happens from time to time. She's got ADHD. Her memory, she's very forgetful.
Hey, Space Case.
So yeah,
she's very forgetful.
Track her right now because the detectives now have her phone. But this isn't normal behavior now.
What was the last thing, I guess, the conversation that you two had, you and your daughter?
Well, we do want police to go back and look at this, and that's why we're highlighting this case, because they have had a change in law enforcement. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow, about all the SEX trafficking rings that have been busted in Florida as of late, and different law enforcement changing hands. And if somebody just looks at this case with a fresh set of eyes and looks back on these and analyze it in the way that we're doing in others, then what do you think's going to happen? Look at that face.
We spoke about her birthday party. She had a birthday party on Sunday.
Did you really, though?
Time.
No, she didn't.
I couldn't make it because I was working. But she had an amazing time. She was so happy with all her gifts. I told her good night, and yeah, that was it.
That's it. End of story. You know,
I was the one who took her to school in the morning. That was my partner.
Yeah. 13.
She's 13 years old.
Yes. 13. Madeline.
We've been watching her for 4 minutes and 35 seconds, and this news person, it had to ask her what her daughter's name was, even though she's missing. And you say, I think she's just happy playing dumb, letting Stearns tell her what to say when Maddie went missing. The only problem with that is that they scripted this together. So whatever Stephan did tell Jen, she went along with it. She trusted him that much. I don't know. Did she trust him that much? But she went along with him the entire time until law enforcement said, we're going to charge you if you don't stop lying. All right. And thank you, Foxy, for the one guilty of crime membership in memorial of your brother, Christopher, that was taken way too soon. Thank you. All right. Don't worry. We're analyzing stuff today. I just wanted you to see this right out of the gate.
What are you thinking right now?
Bingo. Yep.
In my heart, I feel like somebody took her. This isn't like her to just pick up and run away, or just not go to school. I don't know what to think.
The friends' parents, you've contacted and went through every single person?
Everyone that we know that she knows.
Everyone. It's all,
that's
it.
Reached out to them. The parents have gone out to search and look for her as well. And we haven't come up with anything yet.
I've seen a lot of posts on Facebook, Hunters Creek, rants and raves and what have you. Did people say that they were going to conduct some type of like search party or anything?
A lot of people have asked me to volunteer, like if there is one, if they can do one.
Welcome.
I have people passing out flyers.
Okay, so she does. She's right about that. She had people passing out flyers, calling 911, doing the searches. It just wasn't her because her and Stefan already knew where Maddie was, and they didn't want anyone else to really know where she was. They didn't want to find her that soon, but too bad Stefan got a flat tire that day, and then it got called in. Police still overlooked it, and then after they overlooked it, Thomas said, no, you're going to go back and look again. I saw him right here doing this, looking pretty crazy in my opinion, so go back and take a look, all right?
Going to every store in that vicinity,
Yeah.
gas station, church. I think people were being stopped in the street this morning in front of the school to see if they've seen anything, if they've heard anything. My family is.
Well, what about you,
all out
Jen?
right now. Yeah.
I know as a mother, it does.
So let me just read that quickly. Thank you. Melodrama. The reporter's trying to lead her to ask for help, and she wants to discourage any hope of finding her. Apparent she had the story she wants to tell. And they did not break from that story for quite some time. She did break from the story after Stefan was arrested, and they threatened to lock her up if she doesn't start telling the truth. All right. No, she didn't call the police. She didn't have a copy of the flyer to show the reporter. She didn't even say her name. Yes, we'll leave that up for a minute. So the answer would be yes, Jen Soto abandoned her missing daughter. At the time, she was missing.
A lot is going on in your brain
so much
to bring her back.
I don't know.
Home. What have the law enforcement told you that you are able to share?
I mean, that they're doing the best they can. They've had detectives come out, interview us.
Well, the only reason that they never arrested her is, I imagine, is they didn't want to charge her with the least amount. They couldn't. If they looked at her phone and her phone didn't say anything nefarious and everything was on Stefan. Stefan never spoke up once that we know of and said, hey, we got to look at this mom here. She did this or she did that, or he never talked. He still is going to head to prison for the rest of his life with the plead of no contest. Now he didn't say that he didn't do the CSAM stuff, but he never pointed a finger at Jen. The closest we heard him pointing the fingers were in the jail calls with his parents, and his lawyer stopped and said, "Stop talking. Law enforcement's listening," and it was shut down. All right, she does. People say she's maybe in a manic state.
Took a piece of her clothing for the canine dog to see if they can sniff her out. I'm not sure when that's being done.
Do you have any inkling where she possibly could be?
Yeah.
Like if you would say, okay, last time
look at her face.
I went to work and came
what is that?
At James' house or Sabrina's house, and maybe I forgot to check that house, or she played at this park one week and maybe she went back there or something.
He's literally trying to get her to fill in the blanks, guys. He's literally like, hey, drop a friend's name. Say anything. Say the best friend, where she might be. Point us anywhere besides saying nothing. And she just can't do so. And what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Today we're talking about whatever Jay wants to talk about on Guilty of Crime. Good to see you. This episode's just for you to find out what the hell I'm talking about today and why it's relevant, or maybe it's not relevant. All right. Come on, lady.
We've looked everywhere we could have thought, and anywhere she been.
But you didn't look anywhere,
she
though.
She would have known to wait for me at the school. But we did check if she could have walked. My mom's office is close to the school. We checked there. We checked the walking paths that she could have taken. We've checked all of her house.
What a big inconvenience this could be.
I think we've checked everywhere I could think of, honestly.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I just had it tip my tongue. What was she wearing?
I don't know.
Wearing a green hoodie, black shorts, white Crocs.
All right, so she wasn't wearing any of that. Let me remind you, Maddie was found with a green hoodie and jeans. She only had one Croc, and I don't know how Jen missed that. One of the Crocs got found in the trash. She doesn't know that yet, but the other Croc was in her room. Of course, this is all in my opinion, right?